Hello, Cancer. Welcome into your reading. So glad to have you here. We're trying to get into your December predictions, what you'll be going into the energy of the month with, and also the energy that you'll be leaving the month of December with, and all the energies in between. So let's go ahead and dive on into it, figure out what you need to hear. Starting out with the energies that you're going into the month with, we have divine potential, fulfill your destiny, be all you can be. That's a really interesting energy that I think relates to just giving it all to whatever it is that is in your life, whether it's, giving all your love to something or giving all your hard work to a project or even at work at your current job, or just giving all of your resources that you could possibly give to something in effort to make things better, make your life better, things like that. And I just feel like this is just an overall energy of you trying to do your part, right? Maybe you haven't been doing your part. Maybe you've been doing a little less, but maybe this is you actually giving more to it than what you have recently been given. And with this being saying divine potential, it almost makes me feel like there might be some things that are kind of like showing up as resources to help you. Maybe you haven't been able to do it all because maybe you haven't been motivated, or maybe you haven't been rested well enough, or maybe you just didn't have what it took at that time to be able to do that. But for some reason, I feel like there's some divine resources coming in to help you kind of sway into that energy and really give it all, give your all to that and gain that potential to be able to harness that energy. So let's see what the major timeline is going to be like throughout the month of December for Cancers. Try to figure that out. Oh gosh. You see that? That was crazy. Okay. So we have the World card coming out here. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Hierophant. And we also have the Six of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. So, I really do think that there is going to be a lot of good things happening for you in the month of December with the World, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It feels like, and also the Hierophant, it feels like there might be some information or that resource, that divine resource that you might be receiving from a Hierophant or a lesson, or, just something in general that could help like raise your potential, teach you something, and give you that gift to be able to take that on as a resource. And I really do think that you're going to be in a flow of receiving and giving and all that in between. It just really feels like a very comforting energy. And it also feels like there's going to be a lot of payout for you, like maybe some things that you have been waiting on. And, these are the next things that you need to receive to be able to take the next steps forward in your journey or whatever have you. Maybe these things that you thought that you were already supposed to have. I feel like this is going to be the month that you might be receiving these things. You might be receiving comfort, some ease of mind, and just some resources to help you really like go forward with the projection that you're on, because we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Two of Wands. That makes up a 10, which the 10 of Wands isn't necessarily a great thing, but it is a completion card alongside the World card. So I feel like there's going to be some loose ends that are, being kept up with and being updated, so that way they're not loose ends anymore, and you're going to be able to move forward with a certain agenda or a certain trajectory that you're wanting. And I just feel like, there's a lot of things that you're going to be learning that you're going to be able to also spread and put the energy into, and maybe even start putting some puzzle pieces together here. Maybe you have a map of what the puzzle's supposed to look like, and you have some pieces, but you don't really know how they all fit. And I feel like maybe some of these resources and some of this comforting energy is also going to help you put some of these pieces together. But I think realistically, overall, the overall energy of the month of December just feels like a lot of comfort, a lot of ease of mind, and receiving a lot of gifts or receiving a lot of information that is helpful for you, or maybe even receiving something that you feel like you have had coming your way that has been delayed, but now is making its way to you. So what is going to be the overall energy of the emotional and the physical for Cancer? We have the Page of Wands as the emotional, and we have the Three of Pentacles as the physical. So very optimistic type of energy with the Page of Wands, very inspired, very authentic, very uplifting. That's going to be like your emotional increase, I feel like, throughout the month. Like maybe you start kind of like with this phase of like getting ready to embark on a journey, and you've got this outfit that your mom picked out, and you're just like, man, I'm not ready for the first day of school. And then all of a sudden it's like, as you get into the progress, as you get into the momentum, it's like, then you start to really enjoy it. You really start to like it. I feel like it's one of those things where you're not eager to do something that's outside of your comfort zone, but once you start doing it, you start to be like, wow, this is actually really good. I really like this energy. It's really nice. And you just start to feed off of it more and more and more. And I think that's going to be kind of like your emotional evolution throughout the month, where you're like kind of distant, and then all of a sudden you just start growing with it and you start to like it. Something along the levels of that. With the Three of Pentacles being in your physical, it just makes me feel like there's going to be some things that maybe you need help with. Maybe these resources or maybe these people are also going to be that help. Or it could just be that you are not necessarily needing to do everything on your own in the physical this month, and that maybe you'll be able to rely on other people to help you out, and maybe starting to work with new people that you never have got to meet before. Maybe you're meeting new people to help evolution your progress with things that you're wanting to work on, or ideas that you have, or whatever the case may be. So who or what is coming into the life of Cancer? We have Hour. So it's interesting that's coming into your life, because maybe, and it's only broken in half in this picture. Usually the tower is something that's crumbling all the way down, but this is broken in half. So maybe this is something that you've been working on that isn't necessarily supposed to go in the direction that you have been working on it towards, and maybe you're coming back to like kind of like a center point, and you're taking off with it in a different direction, because maybe there was multiple directions that you could have went with it, and now it's telling you to go back to kind of that crossroads type of energy and go for the one that you didn't choose before. And I feel like that's going to be a choice that you're going to be making, that you can take something that you've been working on and you've been working with, and maybe you've learned everything that you're supposed to. And now the divine intervention is like saying, okay, now you take off with it this way, and this is going to be a good approach for you to do things with. Just reworking some things in your life that needs that energy, that needs that reworking for you to be able to get the best out of it, and also gain some resources from it as well. Don't necessarily think it's a huge tower movement or just an overall negative experience. I think it's just something that is going to help you evolve into the right direction that you're supposed to be going, or that you were supposed to go originally. I don't think you made like a bad choice either. I think it's just that there was something that you were supposed to learn, and now it's time to go back to that crossroads for you to be able to participate in the other progression. So for the energy of who or what is leaving your life, we have this Two of Cups. So there might be a divine counterpart, or this could be some sort of limitation of yourself that maybe between your divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm kind of feeling maybe it's more so that there might have been a limitation that you've been facing between yourself and your divine energies that is being released, and you're overcoming that. or there could be a divine counterpart leaving, or maybe there's some tension between you and your divine counterpart that is also leaving as well, and that you're going to be able to have more of a fruitful connection versus having a kind of like a hasty type of connection, hostility type of connection, and it's going to be a little bit more clear and more easygoing. So that's going to be what's leaving your life in December. But what is going to be the biggest change in December for Cancer? Knight of Cups and Nine of Cups. Okay. So the biggest change is that there's going to be a lot of passion and authentic emotion happening here, where you are going to be adding a lot of your heart space to something. And with the Nine of Cups being a step away from the Ten of Cups, the Knight here has that last cup, and it's approaching to deliver it to whoever this person is sitting here. Could be you, could be just two parts of yourself. But I really do feel like there's just going to be this emotional connection between you and what it is that you're working for, or you and a specific someone that can really elevate that experience and make it just that much better and that much more enjoyable. And it feels more finalized. It feels like it has these crisp edges, and you know the boundaries, you know where everything is supposed to go, and there's just a lot of love and high vibrations being experienced here, and that this is coming from you. This is coming from a place that it needs to come from, so that way you can be able to enjoy it, things like that. So I really do think that you are recentering with your heart, and you're giving it your all. You're delivering all of this heartfelt energy to the situation, and it's going to catapult you into that final phase that you're wanting to be in. So what does Cancer need to be made aware of? This one. Let's see if we get one more. What does Cancer need to be made aware of? We have the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, which tells me that there's some fine-tuning within inside yourself that needs to prepare your energy for that finalization, okay? And this is something that you need to be made aware of, that you are not 100% complete. You are not 100% in the energy that you need to be in to receive everything that you're looking for or to meet that final result. But the process that you're going to be going through, the things that you're going to be learning, the comfort that you're going to be receiving, I feel like this is going to be some fine-tuning for you. You're going to be growing this. You're going to be receiving some sort of fertilization to progress to that energy of that final outcome that you're looking for, and being able to master the energies around you and allow these energies to work for you. I feel like you're going to be really learning how to kind of cultivate your energy to work for you and deliver certain energies to things that you want to become a specific way, whether that's, receiving certain love that you want to receive by putting certain love out there, or, attracting that specific someone, or maybe even, doing like a project, or, receiving that job that you're wanting to receive, or that manifestation that you're wanting to receive. You're just going to be able to deliver the correct energy to that to be able to receive it. It just feels like you're reworking some energy within inside yourself, make yourself connected to that. And I just feel like these are going to allow you to have the ability to make wiser choices as well. You're going to be able to see things a lot clearer, understand things. You're going to have a better understanding with things. And this is all going to come based off the energies that you're going to be working with throughout the month of December, and kind of understanding how energy works and how you can take some of these energies that's being delivered to you as resources, and understanding like more so about your timeline as well, and like why things have to be a certain way. It's kind of like understanding when you first start out growing crops, like what crops grow during a certain season, what flowers grow during a certain season, however you want to look at it. And you understand that certain things have to happen a certain way because it's always been that way. And I think you're just going to be learning that kind of chemistry, that kind of understanding, that science aspect of it. And it's going to work really, really well for you and kind of come into like a full circle type of momentum. So the energy that Cancer is going to be leaving with in December is the Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. Wow. Okay. That's a beautiful energy to have. And I just feel like this is allowing you to become a master at something. What are you cultivating to become a master at? Is it a master of your own energy? Is it a master of energy work that you're doing around you? Is it manifestation? Is it a certain thing that you like embody, like healing or advice or education? Like, what is it that you are trying to master? What is it that you need to master? Become the King of Pentacles of, and really understand how that works, so that way you can kind of spread the wealth a little bit here. So there's definitely something that you have been dealing with that you are specifically learning from. And this is going to be a good tool for you to kind of showcase to other people how they can do it too, how they can embody this certain energy, what you've learned from it, what you will never do again, and what you will always do. And just having all this resource information to kind of spread the wealth to divine counterparts that come along on your path and make a lot of sense for you. So it's not all for waste. It is actually meant for something. So just understand that, and you'll be having this at the end of the year, at the end of December. It all makes sense, right? So hopefully all this makes sense to you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or concerns about the reading, feel free to drop them down below in the comments. And if there is a question that you would like an answer to or any sort of clarity for from this reading, feel free to reach out for a private reading. I do have a link below in the description. But until next reading, I hope you all take care. I love you all so much.